Welcome, welcome, welcome to Final Fantasy Legends. Let's play Final Fantasy 1. Episode 2. Now, we beat Garland in the last episode. And we've just managed to cross the bridge that the king fixed for us after after the princess was saved. He decided to fix the bridge for us, which was nice of him. Not that he didn't need it. Obviously, no one could leave the island without the bridge being fixed. And it's the only kingdom on the island, so... Now, this scene is really just saying that we've finally started our journey and we're beginning. For some reason, it takes a bit long. I'm not really sure on the decision. And in the Pixel remake, you cannot skip this scene. Hence why I'm watching it. It would be nice if you could skip it, to be honest with you. As it does seem to take a very long time. And I don't know why they think people read so slowly, but yeah, that was the decision that they made. I suppose it's because it's the closest to the Famicom version, and in that version, again, it wasn't skippable, and it was quite a long scene as well. I think it's exactly the same, if I'm honest with you. So the plan for today is to get to the second town, and hopefully we'll be able to see the level 2 magic as well, or at least some of the level 2 magic. And yeah, we'll try to fight the second boss, which they're quite easy, to be honest with you, especially in this early game. I think the next one is pirates, so that'll be interesting. I'll try to show you a few tricks on how to beat them, and yeah, hopefully show you all the spells. Right, now across this bridge the enemies do get harder. Like I said before, I always recommend that you're at least level 5 before you cross the bridge. This is because obviously, again, the enemies get a bit difficult, and for those that haven't played the game, obviously it can be a bit of a shock. This game is normally divided up into areas in terms of enemy strength, which is the same as most of the old games, like, you know, even going up to like 7, 8, 9. Nearly all the enemies were sections. Oh, in fact, even 10 was like that as well, to be fair. Just as you can see, they are different colour enemies rather than actually new enemies. This may be due to limitations of the Famicom again. Right here, there should be a cave. Yep. This cave we only have to go to, Matoya's cave. We only need to go there to find out that she's missing something. Literally the only reason we need to go there. There are a few chests there in the corner, as you can see as well, so we'll grab them when we can. We just have to listen to this dialogue first. So someone's stolen her eye. We'll need that later, so we'll just remember that. It's important that we know about it. Just a couple of potions there, so, and the eye. Right, so let's get on. More wolves again. Yeah, like I said, that cave was like literally a second there. Right, let's use sleep. 1 second. You'll get to see that. I did use this last episode, but it is very handy spell. As you can see, because the control of the enemies in the area, because there's just so many enemies that you have to fight. So they can actually have up to 9 enemies in one battle, which is a big step up from some of the other games, even though this is the first game. A lot of the other later games have a much more bigger limit on how many enemies you can fight at once. But as you can see, because I'm level 5, there isn't much really that can do too much damage to me. It is rather easy once you get to the level. And equipment's very important as well, obviously, like we did in the last episode, we equipped up, so. I don't know who agrees with me, but I'm loving the battle music. It really does bring you back to the old days, doesn't it? For those that have played it anyway. To be honest, like, you know, some of the songs are iconic in this game from that we see later on in the series. So, you know, going all the way back up to the later games. We'll just take him out. That's it. Just got to reach the next town now. I can't remember the name of the town. We'll find out when we get there. It's not too far. Just keep going. Yeah, it's, to be honest, you could carry potions here rather than doing what I just did in healing. Oh, enemies again. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, you can just heal. Not heal, sorry, use your potions rather than healing. Obviously, the problem with that is obviously money, and money can be a bit tight in this game. As you'll see, the money creeps up incredibly fast, and you don't seem to really get much gil from fights, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, see there, we only got 70 gil for that fight. It's not really great to be, yeah. Oh, more enemies again. You see what I mean about the random encounter rate here? It's quite large in this game, to be honest. Enemies dispatched. Oh, Zidane went up a level. He's still lagging a bit behind. Right, now we're finally at the town. Yeah, Zidane's gonna... so the town's name's Provoker. Now this town, there isn't actually loads to do in terms of actually story-wise at the moment. All we really need to do is not talk to those guys there. They're the pirates. We will talk to them later, but first we want to get some equipment. Maybe some spells, depending on what money we've got here. Oh, there's some iron mail there. That'd be great for the warrior. He'll be a tank again. See, the warriors are very OP in terms of like just being able to take hits and even damage, to be honest with you. They're very OP. You know, until the enemies get magic, they're almost untouchable. Problem is they cost a lot of money, all this stuff. As you can see, I'm running very low on funds now, only 263 gil left. Let's see how much the magic is here, if we can. Oh, there's the black magic shop. Let's quickly go in there. Oh, 250, you see? I've only got enough money for one. We'll grab Blizzard first, because that's the last element we need. We've already got the other two. Not too sure why they decided to make Blizzard a level 3 spell. Oh, oops. Went into the church there. See, that's where you can revive your party again, as we saw with Zidane in the last episode. Just got to find the inn quickly before we leave. Just got to heal up. Not too sure where the inn is in this town. Sure, I'll find it in a second. Oh, there it is. Right at the top of the screen. just rest up because we're a bit weak at the moment from all that fighting. Oh god, no money. We have to go and fight a couple of fights, get the money up, then we'll heal up. This is the problem. Like I said, money can be a bit of a problem here in this game. There are ways to exploit this. There is a couple of, like, I wouldn't say cheats, more exploits in terms of like armor and things like this, and you can end up selling and making quite a lot of gil. However, I wouldn't suggest doing that personally. I prefer to play like, you know, vanilla standards. Not really a fan of exploits. Like doing the things the old-fashioned way. So, we've got enough gil. Let's go. Let's go and rest up. Let's go in the town. As you saw as well, the town in this inn here, as it said earlier, it's 50 gil. As you can tell, that's a creep up from the 30 gil before. As I said in the previous episode, it is important that you rest in the earlier inns more, because the price really does creep up. You know, it starts to get very high and very costly. And due to the fact that you don't get enough gil from the enemies, just makes it difficult for gil management in this game. Right, let's go and fight. We need some gil. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some more spells if we get some more gil. Oh, ogres. They're quite tough, they are. You know, their attack power is quite strong. As you can see, Black Mage and White Mage do nothing to them. 1 damage each. Even the Thief, only 13 damage. Ouch. Vivi took a hit there. Let's show you Blizzard. New spell, so we might as well show it off. The animation of that one is alright. It's not super impressive, as you saw there. It's alright. I like most of the little sprite animations in this game, to be fair. Like the spells, they're quite nice. Level up. Level 7. We'll start to get tough. Too tough for these enemies. Oh, 10% of the beastry is completed. What I would say about this game as well is do not skip fights, like do not run away from fights, as you probably need the gil and the experience points that they give, like in nearly every fight. As you can see here, I need to grind a bit just to get the gil to buy the spells. Otherwise we'll end up handicapping ourselves later on, as this area isn't very large and there isn't, like, you know, some big dungeon or anything to fight. It's literally just this area. Oh, YouTube notification there. Yeah, no, yeah, the area is not too big. So obviously, and this is the only place that I know of that you can actually get level 2 spells as well, which coupled with that, we need to really get them now. Especially, well, I'll show you later, but one of them, it really helps in the boss battle here. And it'll be good to show off some more spells as well. So how are you guys finding the scenery as well? I like the backgrounds here. They're quite vibrant now. I don't remember them being so vibrant in the originals. They were nice in the originals, but I don't remember them being so vibrant. The colours in nearly everything actually look a lot clearer in this version. These crazy horses. I love the names of some of these enemies as well. Like Crazy Horse. They must have had a lot of names to, come through in the day. And obviously, as the story goes, Square Software nearly bankrupt when they came up with this game. So, and there's a rumour saying that obviously that's where the Final Fantasy name comes from as well, being the final game that they were going to make, because they just wanted to make one final game before going bankrupt. Oh, potion. Let's cure up. Yeah, I think I prefer the MP system to the system that we have here. This is like the D&D system, like I said in the previous episode. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of it, to be honest with you. I much more prefer the MP system, as then you've got a bit more, autonomy in terms of changing what you want to do. Like when you're stuck with like 3 spells that you can only use 3 of that level, it's a bit restrictive, because obviously you can only use it for that level, whereas with the MP system you can use some level 1 spells, level 2 spells, and they just cost a certain amount of MP. You can even use more level 1 spells, where in this game you can't. Once you run out of level 1 spells, that is it. You can only use level 2 spells, even though you'd think that you could use a level 2 slot for level 1 spells. You can't. Right. Let's get some more enemies again. Yeah, unfortunately in this episode there's going to be a lot of fighting. I might do grind outside of the Let's Play next episode just to get a bit more gil. Because this may be a running problem in the series, just due to the fact that you just don't get enough gil from the enemies, and it's a bit boring watching just grind and grind and grind. It's nice to see the new enemies at the moment though. Right, I think we should have enough gil for a couple of spells now. Let's heal up though. As we took quite a few hits there. We are a lot stronger now though, so the enemies are getting a bit easier. See what spells we can get. Should be able to get most of the Black Mage's spells now. Right, so we've got Dark, Temper or Slow left. So let's get Dark. Dark is essential. That was the spell I'm talking about for fighting the boss, and Temper. And we'll leave Slow there. Yes, so Dark's essential, I would say. The other two you can choose between the two. It's not too important, but Dark I would say is essential, as it sort of is useful for this, especially this boss battle here. These pirates here we're going to fight. You'll see it in action in a second, because it's probably one of the first moves I'm going to use. Let's see it in action. Yeah, it just means that they're more likely to miss, because all these guys are damage dealers, as in straight up melee fighters. And obviously Dark gives them a chance to miss, and you just don't take any damage then. You can slow them, but slowing down does mean that you still do take damage, because obviously they just get less turns. Oh god, missed 4 of them. Well, it helps if it hits nearly all of them, but as you can see there wasn't that much animation in that spell there. Yeah, it does help if it hits more of them, but yes. Right, we'll use Temper. I'll get to show you that one. This boosts the attack of one character, sorry, not player. In this case, we've done Legend, obviously, because he's our damage dealer. As you can see, they're dropping like flies. They're not too hard because we've trained up a bit. There you go, temper. That looks flashing red. You'll see that, well, hopefully see that there'll be a big improvement in attack power. Another one bites the dust. Look at that, 76. Huge damage now. Yeah, that tempo's quite a good spell, really. And that's it. Defeated. See, it wasn't too hard. The boss here is not that hard at all, to be honest with you. Essential, you have to do it, but in terms of difficulty, it's nothing really, especially with that dark spell, because obviously they'll miss most of the time. And we got the ship from the captain. Yeah, he changed his ways. He gives us a ship. So now we'll be able to travel to new lands. You get the ship quite early in this game compared to other Final Fantasies, to be fair. Right, let's go and rest up. Yeah, you get the ship quite early, probably due to the fact that the areas aren't huge in this game due to the limitations at the time of the gaming development. Obviously, they had so much space to work with. It's not like you had discs like you did in the later versions in the from 7 upwards. Right, there's our boat. But I think that's it for today. We'll just quickly finish off. Thank you for watching, and this was episode 2.